What's good, y'all? What's good? It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. I'm currently at Temple Hospital in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and this YouTube video is titled "Overcoming Walking Pneumonia." Now, no, overcoming walking pneumonia by faith. So I haven't done as many YouTube videos recently as I'm used to doing, but I want to come to y'all today and give you a summary of my journey of healing according to my faith. I've taught a lot about sickness and affliction and miracles and healing according to your faith on Instagram. I've taught a lot about it through Matthew in the book of Matthew and looking at how Jesus healed people from sicknesses and afflictions, how he raised the dead, gave the blind their sight back, how he cleansed the lepers, also how he healed people of different diseases and made them whole again. Oftentimes in America, we look at sickness and affliction from a carnal perspective, and we try to limit the power of God and make God work through man's ways, meaning that we want God to do something after we take the pill. We want God to do something after we go see the doctor. We want God to do something after we get the diagnosis. But I encourage you, if you're living in the kingdom of heaven, to let God do something before you get the diagnosis, before you go to the doctor, before you take the pill, before you look it up online. I encourage you to allow God to order your steps in your affliction and allow God to heal you according to your faith. So I was battling walking pneumonia from November 2023 until March 2024. That's 4 months. I experienced walking on stilts, which means my bones dissolved from the walking pneumonia. Um, I had fever, severe internal fever. My temperature by mouth wasn't as bad. I had chills, body aches, weight loss, fatigue, and severe infection. The infection ended up turning into disease within my body, and I just felt so horrible some days. But I pressed on and showed up to do my prophet work publicly and also privately. I used Tylenol and Mucinex. I was only given a pneumonia antibiotic one time at the hospital of the University of Pennsylvania. That's HUP in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Um, they gave me one antibiotic pill. And so I really wasn't on antibiotics. I was healing according to my faith because the doctors would not help me. I ate healthier. I drank naked smoothies with more fruits and vegetables. I also, in addition to that, I ate less bread and fried foods. I focused on what God could do instead of what the doctors weren't doing. The doctors were not treating me properly. They were underdiagnosing me. They diagnosed me with the flu, a sinus infection. No, it was pneumonia. I went to God about it, and He said it was pneumonia. Excuse me. But even though the doctors were mishandling me, mistreating me, harming me, in addition to that, underdiagnosing me and under treating me, I found it to be peaceful to know that God was still my doctor in the midst of the doctors mishandling me. I didn't need the doctors to do me right for me to feel better. I felt better according to my faith. Okay. I was primarily seen at Temple Hospital in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My healing came as a result of my faith, not as a result of pills, not as a result of the doctors, not as a result of um, anybody else, but my healing came from my faith. My lesson was to persevere in the midst of an affliction. Many people have sickness and disease and they quit on themselves. They limit their ability. But truly, 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 sometimes you'll be even more prosperous when you are afflicted, when you are hindered, when you are betrayed, when you are in some form of lack or deficit, and you are doing things by faith. That's when you'll find God's strength made perfect in your weakness, and you'll find out that He has true healing power. I haven't fully recovered from my pneumonia. I would say I'm about 85% recovered. I lost 35 pounds. I went from 180 to 145 in 4 months. I walked everywhere, continued to function as a disciple, and continued to function as a prophet in the kingdom of heaven and a teacher and an apostle. I did not quit work. I didn't even really take a break until like the early days of March. So I just kept pushing, kept persevering. I am not one to complain and become complacent. Some people complain about situations and they become complacent. I am one to fight I'm wanting to fight the good fight of the faith. I'm wanting to put my trust and my hope in Jesus Christ and to let things play out the way they're going to play out. I can control how people treat me, but I can't control how much I trust God and how much I walk by faith and how much I love the Lord in the midst of my trials and tribulations. I consider it a blessing to have fought through walking pneumonia while serving the Lord as a prophet. And I also consider it a blessing to have overcome my pneumonia according to my faith. It lets me know that God does heal the sick and God does care about the afflicted. I hope this video helps y'all. I'll see you later.